What's up, y'all? Empresario here, back at you once again in another video. I hope all is well with you today. In this video, let's discuss the one thing that all chosen ones are unable to do. So first of all, before I get to telling you what you can't do, I would like to quickly remind you that you are very skilled, chosen one. You're very talented. Many of you are even multi-talented. You are very intelligent, and there are many great things about you. But there is one thing that you are unable to do, no matter how hard you may have tried. You are unable to blend in. You can't simply because you stand out. You are easily noticed when you are among other people. It's no one thing about you. It's everything about you. Yes, it could be your look. It could be whatever way that you do whatever work you do. It could be the things you say. You just stick out. People cannot miss you, and you can't help this. You are unable to blend in because God made you special. And although you are very intelligent, as I stated earlier, this is still the one thing that you will never be able to figure out. You will never figure out how to blend in with other people because you can't. You just can't. You are not like other people, and you never will be. You are the different one. You are the unique, rare one. That's you. And I love this for you because people are finding that you're unapologetic about it. You don't run from it. You don't hide from it. You're not ashamed of it. You have learned to just embrace it. You have fully accepted yourself. You love yourself. But you may not be realizing the caliber of people who are recognizing you because of how much you stand out. You might think of yourself, like, for example, if you do music, you might think of yourself as a more local artist. Okay, you more underground with it because you may have done your songs yourself, and you might just have it on SoundCloud or Spotify or something. But you may not be signed to some major record label, and you may not be all over the TV screen for people to see you worldwide, and maybe you're not touring all over the world just yet. But little do you know, some of the biggest name artists in the music industry know about your music. They listen to it. Don't let the number of views, don't let the number of likes, the number of followers, don't let the amount of money you have made or not made, don't let any of that fool you for 1 second. They may not have recognized and acknowledged you publicly for you to have solid proof, but that doesn't mean they don't know about you and enjoy what you do. This can apply to any industry you may be a part of, whatever type of creator you may be. There are certain people that you don't even think know about you, but they do know about you. And it can also be people who you are least expecting, or even at your 9 to 5. Not only do your managers know about you because they work directly with you, but you are not just a regular employee. Even the higher ups of the company, even the owner probably knows about you. Either they saw you personally and you stood out to them, or your managers, your supervisors told them. They told the owner about you because you stand out from everybody else who works there. Standing out in the way that you do makes you such a trendsetter. And people notice how brave you are to just be yourself without needing or seeking any type of outside validation from anybody else. This is why you hit different. It makes you so inspiring to others. You make people want to explore and embrace all the different things about themselves that they were running away from all before they bumped into you. Somebody watching this video, you may have always felt like you are the socially awkward one. But it's not that you're socially awkward. It's just that you can't blend in. That's why you don't fit in. Most people aren't used to a person like you. They are used to people that are very similar, but you think very differently and you do things very differently. This is why you are impacting people and impacting the world in such a major way, which I made a video about. Be sure to watch that video. But if you consider yourself a true chosen one of God, this is probably something you have already noticed about yourself before even watching this video. You have noticed you are unable to blend in. But you may have still wondered, How come other people can do this so easily and you can't? How come they could just blend in with everybody else? This is the one thing that they can do better than you. They're good at it. You are unable to do this. You couldn't blend in with other people if your life depended on it. But that just goes to show you how much you stand out from other people without even trying. It's not like you're putting in any extra effort to be different. You just are. And it will always be this way for you because blending in with other people is the one thing a chosen one will never be able to do. You may have tried to blend in at certain times in your life before you really fully realize who you really are. And when you did that, you did it because it was for the sake of having more friends and not being alone. If you did try this, don't feel bad about it. It's a normal way to feel. You are a human being. It's natural for you to desire being loved by somebody. It's natural for a person to want to be accepted by somebody. You may feel like being so different is part of the reason why your life has been harder in certain ways. But God knew exactly what He was doing. He is very calculated. He knows that you can handle being the one who stands out in the crowd, even if it means you are standing alone. You have realized, or you are realizing, that there is no need to waste any of your time trying to blend in because it's a lost cause. You won't be able to do that. You have figured out a lot of things in your life by now. We're talking challenging things. We're talking mind-boggling things. But this is the one thing you are unable to figure out. But it's also one of the main reasons you are so iconic and memorable. However, as the different one, you are often misunderstood, which may have caused you to get mistreated and even rejected, all for being the odd one out. But that's okay because rejection isn't necessarily bad, and the rejection that you receive is just to protect you anyway. This is one of the things that comes with being the different one that is unable to blend in with everybody else and just be the same. You weren't supposed to. There's a different path, a different calling over your life. Your purpose is different from people you may encounter. And even when you think way back to ancient kings and queens and their attire, they never look like everybody else. They never look like the people surrounding their palace or those that work with them. They always stood out. It was also the things they could do, the battles that they led and won and got their title as king. What they did stood out. They couldn't blend in. If they were just like everybody else, they would have never been king or queen. There had to be something different yet spectacular about them that made other people want to be led by them. This is how you are, and this is why you don't blend in. It's the one thing you cannot do. For an exclusive one-on-one session with me, or to donate to me in the channel, all that information will be down below in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Oh, and don't forget to tap that bell too. I'll be back soon. Peace.